we're all endowed with this little thing that's inside of us that is pulling us towards something or someone. You know, a lot of times with people, it's love. They don't know why. They just want to be around this person. There's just something about it. And it's the same thing with the arts. I didn't know that part of my purpose was going to include coming through the arts. Like, it's not my destiny. There are other things that I'm going to do in life that are separate from acting and stuff. But all of everything I'm doing is giving me a greater insight into humanity and why it's important to hear other people's stories, and why it's important to try to keep an open mind, and why it's important to try to lead with kindness, even in the face. And don't get me wrong, because sometimes you want to slap a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But even in the face of wanting to slap a motherfucker, there's still a certain something about you that you have to maintain. This is the last thing I'll say. Mike Robin, who was an executive producer on The Closer, he said something to me once. He said, a leader is a leader all the time, even when they don't want to be.
A leader is a leader all the time, even if they don't want to be. Even
when they don't want to be.
Yeah.
And what I felt like I took from that was, and to come full circle with working with people and what it means, the people who are the best number ones on the call sheet never forget they're number one on the call sheet. Not for the reason that they demand respect for you for that position, but they understand the responsibility that accompanies it and how they can set the tone for everything. So
I never looked at it like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, acting is a lot like sports. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, you take like not everybody on the Lakers is making what LeBron James is making, right?
Yeah.
So not everybody on a TV show is making what the stars are making, right? On top of that, you also have like your director, who's the coach. And then you have your executive producer, your showrunner, who is your GM. And you have the network that is the owner. And we all serve a purpose of creating a fantasy that's meant to solicit emotions and feelings in some way. Sports does it with joy and defeat and agony.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, entertainment does it with laughter and love and emotion. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of parallels. I always try to give that for people to try to understand that, this business is like a craft. And if you really want to excel in it, you have to know what you're good at. But more importantly, you have to know what you need to be better at.
Yes.
You know?